All right, greeting everyone. I'm looking for something here. Don't look like I'm gonna find it. Okay, greetings everyone. How's everyone today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Those who haven't been here before, they call me Kaiser. This forum is mostly audio. We have frames that we show pictures for educational purposes. We're staying in the light societies, which is a private network, which means we reserve our rights. Nothing should be printed or published from this site without express permission. And yeah, all rights reserved. We're going to talk about knowing and believing because I was in a discussion and someone was brought up the idea of being a hypocrite. And they define a hypocrite as one who say they believe and then later on say they don't believe. Okay, we're going to talk about that. You know, when you know better, you do better. Remember that now. When you know better, you do better. And if you believe something, that means you don't really know it. So instead of saying you're a hypocrite, you can say you're wiser. You can believe something. That don't mean it's true. You believe it to be true. But when you do your proper research and investigation, then you know the truth or falsehood of anything start with knowledge. Doesn't it say that uh, beginning of knowledge is understanding is the beginning of knowledge? Now, we have to understand that knowing don't just stop there. I think that's where belief took off. You know, people use belief as saying, well, I'm going to live my life according to my belief. Well, you can live your life according to your knowledge as well. The idea to avoid is just standing on the knowledge, knowing it, and then not acting on it. We're not defining that. We're defining knowledge as applying it. You apply what you know. Knowing something and then not doing anything, that's worse than a hypocrite. Or if you know to do better and you don't, or you have knowledge and you don't use it, man, that's evil. That's wickedness. So we just find a hypocrite as someone who knows who knows something and then later claims they don't know. That's a better definition because you can change your belief because you don't really know. But can you change something you say you know that you have done investigation on? No, that's would say truth can't be changed. When they say truth cannot be changed, that's the truth of knowing, of knowledge. Belief change all the time. Look like it's gonna rain. You believe it's gonna rain. You take your raincoat. It don't rain. You feel the drops coming. Hey, you get your raincoat. You know it's gonna rain because it's raining. Knowledge is much more useful in our investigation than belief. Belief is very limited and it's given far more weight than is needed. Because belief is not knowing. How can you do anything not knowing? You do it half hearted because you're not sure. So that's what we're talking about today is knowing. That was quick, 5 minutes. Okay, anybody have some questions on what we're talking about here? I think I did a good job. Go back and listen to it 2 or 3 times, you get it. So don't nobody call me a hypocrite because I said I believe and now I don't believe. because belief don't equal knowledge. I never say I knew. I say I believe. So once I know, I'm going to live according to what I know because I've done the proper investigation. That do not change. I never go back on my knowing something. Belief itself is undefined. It's indefinite. You got to go with the definite. You got to go with what you know. Peace to the Moors. This is a picture of those in Moravia. All Europe was, only Moors was there. Later it was called Europe. People think that's a European name. No, even Europe. Europa is a melanated female god. So these people can't get away from the knowledge of who we are if they had knowledge. That means you gotta pick up a book. Don't matter what book. Books reading is gonna lead you to knowledge because when you read, you're communicating with divinity. When you read, you're communicating with divinity. And I don't mean reading smut. I mean reading something that's gonna challenge your mind. If you're just being entertained watching movies and TVs and videos, you're being dumbed down because the God in you is being killed. Killed. They're killing your intelligence with images. This has been Kaiser, Staying in a Light podcast. Until next time. Oh, keep the likes coming. I love, man. We got 2,000 hits on a few 15-minute videos. 15 minutes. So I appreciate your input. Keep coming. Keep it coming.